In the personal development world and spiritual communities, it's very common for people to say, you're always where you're meant to be and you can't get it wrong. But I know that this can be really frustrating to hear and somewhat challenging to understand. So I just wanted to dedicate this particular episode to explaining what that means and how that may play out in your experience. If we're meeting for the first time, hi, I'm Shah Higginson. I'm a speaker, mentor, and healer for Awakening Hearts and Conscious Creatives. I help people uncover their unconscious influences and create a life intentionally from the inside out. This process I call heartscaping. It takes quite a bit of trial and error, and it's quite a journey to learn to trust your own heart. So if that is a journey that you're on, I'm honored to be able to guide you. Please hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the free resources that I share around here. And now let's jump into what it actually means when people say that you can't get it wrong and you're always where you're meant to be. As we grow and evolve, we are constantly learning. And so sometimes we have something that we really, really want, and our analytical mind tells us this story that that is the thing. It is the thing, it is the job, it is the person, it is the opportunity that will get us everything that we desire. And then sometimes we can, get that goal, we can achieve whatever it is that we set out to achieve, only to realize a little bit further down the track that it's not actually it. And ultimately, if we were to look at the much bigger picture, we would understand that we are just learning to detach from all the things that we feel are lacking, that we are seeking, because ultimately you are what you are looking for and you are complete. So the illusion that something else will complete you, will bring you happiness, will bring you fulfillment, is just an illusion. And so in order to understand that and to fully learn that, we need to experience the seeking and then the understanding that it's not really that. So as much as that is very much a journey and is very necessary, it's very easy to look in hindsight. They say hindsight's a beautiful thing. Often when we look back, we understand the lessons that we were learning at the time. But if you're in the midst of it, I really want to bring a whole lot of compassion to the fact that this is a very challenging time. And there's a lot of heartbreak that we experience in that process. But it is part of the process. And if we were not learning that and we were not having that experience, we would not understand and we would not have, that beautiful insight that hindsight gives us. When we feel that we are lacking in any way, we are moving from that place of scarcity. And that is not our truth. That is not who we truly are. That's very much the illusion of the outside world, making us believe that we are not good enough the way that we are. And so we seek something. We want to achieve something to prove to ourselves and to others that we are indeed worthy, that whatever it is that your core wound is that you're trying to compensate for by everything that you're chasing on the outside. When we go through this process over and over and over again, we arrive to a point where we realize that we are not our mind, we are not our thoughts, we are not our body, we are not our job description, we are not the model of our car, we are not our social status, we are not our relationship status. That who we truly are lies way, way, way beyond that. But that process of unraveling all of those different layers and letting them go is confronting. It is confronting because through our lives, as we are given all these expectations from the outside that everyone wants to know who we are. So we're asked, well, who are you? What do you do? And it's often what they're asking is, what do you look like? Where did you grow up? What school did you go to? What career did you choose? What hobbies do you like? But ultimately through our lives, we are constantly growing and changing and evolving. And who we were 10 years ago is not who we are now. Who we were last year is not who we are now. And even who we were last week is not necessarily who we are now. If you find that this journey of heartscaping and trusting and holding yourself in compassion is still very challenging and you're not exactly sure how to get started, please know that this is not something that we just intend to do and do immediately. It's something we grow and learn to do, like any kind of practice. Just like you once learnt to walk, you took it step by step and you fell over many times and you eventually got to a point where you could walk and run and skip and do all of these things, but you did it step by step. So if the step-by-step process is one that you are willing to commit to, I'd love you to check out my Heartscaping membership, where we take you through many different processes and we meet you where you are and give you all the resources that you need to learn to trust your own heart and listen to your own intuition and ultimately be your own leader. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.